too soft to trust, like it remembered what it must. No rain, no wind, no reason why, just earth that wouldn't testify. And in the stillness, sharp and thin, I saw a grave with my fingerprints in. I never dug with tools or steel, but somehow dirt began to peel, like it was waiting for my hand to finally understand. No witnesses, no final call, just me and something under all. And every clump I moved aside revealed a truth I couldn't hide. The ground didn't fight, it didn't scream, it just unraveled like a dream. And every layer coming through felt like it already knew. My hands were shaking, not from fear, but from the fact that I was here. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into something deep. There's a grave with my fingerprints tonight, etched beneath the fading light. No name to call, no soul to save, just me carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to flee, but it kept pulling back to me. And every step I try to take still shapes the dirt I break. A broken shovel lay nearby, like it had watched me pass it by. But I don't remember a use or steal, just something I could almost feel. The air was thick with buried time, like consequence had drawn a line. And everything I tried to deny was staring back without a lie. Nobody there, no final face, just empty earth and hollow space. And yet I knew without a doubt what this was all about. The wind don't speak, but still it knows where every hidden action goes. And every truth I try to bend just waits for me at the end. There's a grave with my fingerprints I see, and it's been waiting there for me. No alibi, no place to hide, just what I've buried deep inside. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to stay, but nothing ever fades away. And every breath I can't unlive still takes what I can't forgive. I knelt down where the earth gave in, like it had always known my sin. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, but something I had always known. The grave wasn't death, it was an end. It was the shape of what we bend. Every truth we choose to spare leaves its fingerprints down there. And in that moment, cold and clear, I understood why I was here. Not as judge or victim, but as the hand that sealed it shut. It ain't the grave, it ain't the dirt, it's every silence that still hurts. Every moment left alive becomes the ground we can't deny. And fingerprints don't wash away, they stay in earth, they stay in clay, till everything you try to hide still shows the truth you can't divide. There's a grave with my fingerprints for me, and it's the only thing I see. No turning back, no final plea, just what I've done becoming me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the 6 feet deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend. I stand where everything must end. No past to fix, no truth to mend. Just earth I cannot transcend. And if you ever feel that place where soil remembers every trace, don't touch the ground, don't look to win, or you'll find your fingerprints within. The wind moves on, the night runs thin, but something never wears off skin. And I remain where shadows print, in a grave with my fingerprints. The wind springs out like the wounded crab, but I ain't stopping till the day I die. I'm a dead man riding through the smoke, through the fire where the angels choke. A dead man riding through the smoke, with a heart too numb and a soul long broke. A dead man riding. The water moved like it had ears, like it had carried all my years. No rushing roar, no violent cry, just patient current passing by. And in that flow so dark and wide, I felt my truth begin to die. Yeah, I stood above the muddy shore with words I couldn't hold anymore. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, just things I thought I'd own. But rivers don't forget a thing, they keep what broken moments bring. And every lie I tried to keep just drifted toward the deep. The banks went still, the reeds lean low, like they already seemed to know that what I brought would not survive the pull beneath the tide. The current paused, then leaned in close, like it had hurt me most. And every breath I tried to hide just slipped away inside. The river took my last life from me that day, and washed the rest away. No truth to save, no mask to wear, just empty hands and air. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to fight, but it flowed into the night. And every step I can't undo still carries what was true. It didn't ask, it didn't wait, it simply set the final gate. And everything I tried to bend just met its quiet end. The surface broke in rippling lines, like truth was written in the signs. And every reflection I could see was something stripped from me. No thunder came, no sky to weep, just water learning how to keep what I had buried in disguise beneath my own replies. The river knows what mouths conceal, it doesn't argue what is real. And every word I tried to spin just sank into the wind. The river took my last lie and set me free from everything I used to be. No turning back, no place to hide, just current on the other side. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it washed me all away. And every breath I try to claim still knows my real name. Now when I hear that water sound, I know a truth I left around. Not punishment, not grace, not pay, just something I can't explain. The river doesn't judge or break, It only takes what you forsake, till everything you try to keep gets lost beneath the deep. And I don't know what's left of me beyond what rivers choose to see. It ain't the flow, it ain't the tide, it's everything we try to hide. Every lie we try to sell still knows the river well, and truth don't drown, it only shifts through every current, every drift, till everything you try to deny still learns how not to lie. The river took my last lie away from me and left me standing empty. No false escape, no place to run, just truth when all is done. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to fight, but it carried it into the night, and every breath I try to find still flows inside my mind. Now I don't speak when waters rise, I let them read between my lies. No master where, no truth to fake, just everything the river takes. And if you ever stand that near, where silence turns to fear, don't trust your words, don't trust your eyes, or the river will strip your lies. The current moves, the night runs by, but something never lets me lie. And I remain where waters sigh, where the river took my last lie. The sky hung low like a bruise too wide, no stars to keep the dark inside, just silence stretched across the land, like something waiting hand in hand. The air was dry, the wind stood still, like it was waiting for a will. The streetlights flickered one by one, like they were watching what I'd done. No comfort left in yellow glow, just shapes that moved too slow. The town was quiet, doors locked tight, like even walls had learned the fright. And every shadow on the ground seemed to be breathing without sound. The dogs went missing from their chains, the rivers pulled back all their stains. And in that hush I understood something was waking in the wood. The night leaned in, it held its breath, like it was starving for what's left. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it might confess. The night was thirsty for blood that day, and there was nothing in its way. No mercy left, no light to save, just hunger carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dark had opened wide, and every step I tried to flee still called the night back after me. The trees been low without a wind, like they remembered where it's been. A whisper crawled across the dirt, like something learning how to hurt. The fences broke without a sound, as if the ground itself unbound. And every moment passing through felt like it already knew. I saw the sky begin to lean, too close, too heavy, too obscene, like it was lowering its face to drink from every empty place. The world went still, the edge grew thin, like something wicked lived within. And every breath I tried to keep just sank into the deep. The night was thirsty for blood again that night. No angels left within its sight, no holy shield, no saving hand, just hunger spreading through the land. Oh, I tried to scream, I tried to pray, but sound was taken away. And every path I tried to leave just fed what won't reprieve. lived like something underneath would live. Not beast, not ghost, not living thing, just absence wearing everything. And in that moment, cold and slow, I felt what I was meant to know, that hunger doesn't need a face, it only needs a place. The night don't kill, it only takes the line where something breaks, and every truth I tried to bend became the means of my end. It ain't the dark, it ain't the fear, it's everything that gathers here. Every silence left unspun still hungers for someone. Nights don't sleep or feel or cry, they just consume what passes by, till everything you thought was good becomes the thirst in the wood. The night was thirsty for blood in me, and I don't think I'm still free. No dawn to break, no light to save, just hunger digging through the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the night was on my side, and every breath I try to claim still whispers in my name. Now I don't stand beneath the sky, I let the darkness pass me by. No aim to find, no truth to keep, just something that refuses sleep. And if you ever hear that sound of silence pulling all around, don't stay too still, don't look too long, or you'll become the night's next song. The wind returns, but not the same. It carries something without a name, and I remain where shadows bud, from nights still thirsty for blood.
Mirror cracked without a sound, like it refused to hold me down. And in that glass, sharp and bright, something else stood in my light. Same eyes, same grin, same hollow trace, but not a trace of human grace. And I knew before it spoke that I was already broke. He walked like me, he talked like me, but every word felt wrong to see. Like everything I thought was mine had crossed a darker, thinner line. It tipped my hat, it lit my smoke, like every memory was a joke. And every breath I tried to claim, it answered softly with my name. The room went cold, the air stood still, like even time had lost its will. And shadows leaned in close to hear what only I was meant to fear. It smiled like it already knew the things I never got me through. And every thought I tried to hide just stood there on the other side. The devil wore my face that night, I swear, and I was standing over there. No truth to hold, no place to flee, just something staring back at me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to scream, but it was wearing every dream. And every step I try to take feels like a choice it makes. It sat down where I used to sit, like it belonged to every bit of everything I thought was real. before I learned how it would feel. It spoke of things I never said, but somehow lived inside my head like every sin I tried to lose. Had learned how I would choose. The walls been closer, slow and wide, like they were on its side, and every shadow in the room started moving to its tune. I called my name, but not too loud, afraid to break the silent crowd, and every echo coming through belonged more to it than to you. The devil wore my face that night again, like it had always been my friend. No chains to break, no truth to save, just my reflection misbehaved. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but it was already done, and every breath I can't deny still sees it through my eyes. I reached out slow to break the glass, but it just showed me what would pass. Not shatter, not escape, not free, just something worse than what I see. It leaned in close, it whispered low, you're what you've always known. And in that voice I couldn't tell if I was man or something else. The mirror flickered, cracked in lines, like splitting futures into signs, and every piece that fell away still wore my face to stay. It ain't the devil horns or flame, it's every time you shift the blame. Every truth you choose to hide becomes the face on the other side. And evil don't always come from hell, sometimes it learns you far too well, till everything you think is right looks like you in borrowed light. The devil wore my face that night for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No line between, no place to stand, just my reflection turned unplanned. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but it stayed with me that day. And every breath I try to take still feels like it's a fake. Now I don't look, I don't pretend, I know this mirror never ends. No truth to fix, no lie to chase, just something wearing my face. And if you ever see that sight in broken glass at dead of night, don't look too long, don't meet its eye, or you'll forget which one is I. Stands, the night runs thin, but something else is still within, and I remain where shadows trace the devil that wore my face. Cicadas stop without a sound, like the whole world had shut it down. No crickets sing, no dogs will bark, just heavy heat and deeper dark. The wind hung still in cotton trees, like it forgot how to breathe. And every porch light, faint and dim, felt like it might go out with him. The radio cut mid-broken tune, some gospel song about the moon, and nothing but a hollow hum, like even sound had come undone. The road stretched out in pale dirt lines, where even time forgets its signs. No truck, no train, no engines roar, just silence settling more and more. The church bell tried to start to ring, but choked itself before the swing, like something in the air had said, not tonight, before it bled. The field stood still, the sky leaned low, like it had nowhere left to go. And every breath I tried to take felt like a world about to break. There was a night, the south wind silent, no thunder, wind or voices it all away, and every heartbeat in my chest felt like it was holding its breath. The river froze without the ice, like it forgot its own device. The water there, but somehow gone, like it had stopped before the dawn. The porch swing didn't dare to move, like it had nothing left to prove. And every shadow on the ground refused to make a single sound. I saw a dog stop midway run, just staring at a dying sun, then turn away without a care, like even instinct wasn't there. The wind gave up before it tried, like even storms had turned aside, and every second holding still, been toward a broken wheel. That was the night, the south wind silent, no thunder, wind, no voices violent, just stillness stretching coast to coast, like something lost had taken most. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to pray, but sound just faded all away, and every heartbeat in my chest felt like it was holding its breath. The town clock stopped at 3:04 and never moved again no more, like time itself had lost its grip and let the moment slowly slip. No footsteps echoed on the street, no passing cars, no human heat, just empty space where life should be, a quiet kind of history. I looked around and understood this wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was a pause too deep to tell between what's here and what has fell. It ain't the night, it ain't the land, it's something no one understands, when everything you thought was sound just leaves and doesn't come around. And silence don't just mean the end, it means the world won't speak again till every soul begins to feel what silence makes too real. That was the night, the south wind still, like it had lost its final will. No heaven spoke, no hell replied, just empty space on every side. Oh, I tried to move, I tried to say, but nothing heard me anyway. And every breath I take tonight still lives inside that silent night. Now sound returns, but not the same, like it remembers what it came. No peace to find, no truth to name, just echoes of that silent flame. And if you ever hear the world go quiet like it's been unfurled, don't speak too loud, don't ask what's wrong, or you'll hear the South's lost song. The wind came back, the trees now sway, but something never went away. And I remain where silence lies, from the night, the south wind, silent skies. The sun is burning down on my back. This road of bones ain't never looking back. Boots heavy with the weight of my sins, another ghost calling out in the wind. The desert's whisper cutting through the night, telling me I ain't gonna die without a fight. I left my past in ashes and in pain, but every mile just bleeds me out again. Dust, blood, and broken spurs, it's all that's left of the man I once was. Dust, blood, and broken spurs, riding through the storm with a heart full of scars. Dust, the cicadas stop without a sound, like the whole world had shut it down. No crickets sing, no dogs will bark, just heavy heat and deeper dark. The wind hums still in cotton trees, like it forgot how to breathe. And every porch light faint and dim felt like it might go out with him. The radio cut mid-broken tune, some gospel fields stretch out in tired gold, where stories rot before they're told. The wind runs low through cedar shade, across the mark I never made. The earth was warm, the sky was gray, when I laid my name away. And every breath I couldn't say got buried in Tennessee clay. Empty hands, no dreams, no hope, no better plans, just dust along my worn out boots, and truths I couldn't quite dispute. The porch still creaked the same old tune, like it remembered every wound, and every step up to the door felt heavier than before. Silence felt like the only song. Every word I tried to find just vanished somewhere in my mind. The ground was soft beneath my feet, like it was waiting just for me. And every memory I denied just knelt down there inside. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, left the man I was that day. No stone to mark, no voice to call, just silence covering all. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but nothing ever felt that way. And every road I tried to take still led me back to what I'd break. Behind the hill, where time don't move, it lingers still. I used to think I'd make it right, but wrong don't fade in light. The church bell rings, but not for me. It calls for ghosts I used to be, and every echo through the air feels like I left something there. A picture fades on cracked glass frames, but I don't recognize the names. Not all are gone, not all remain, just pieces lost inside the rain. The wind don't judge, it don't forgive, it just reminds you what you live. And every truth I tried to lie just circles back inside. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, left the man I was decay. No map to find, no road to claim, just silence speaking my name. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but nothing ever felt that way. And every road I tried to take still led me back to what I'd break. I stood alone where the ground dips low, where only old confessions grow. And in the dirt I swear I knew the parts of me I never knew. Not dead, not gone, just out of sight, beneath the weight of wrong and right. And every heartbeat I still keep feels like it's buried way too deep. The earth don't ask what you release, it only offers quiet peace. But peace don't come the way you pray. In Tennessee clay, it ain't the soil, it ain't the land, it's everything you don't understand. Every name you try to flee still grows roots inside of me. And you can too long, don't kneel too low, or you'll feel what I still know. The wind still moves through fields of gray, where buried names refuse to stay. And I remain where echoes play. Tennessee clay. The fields stretch out and tired gold, where stories rot before they're told. The fields stretch out and tired gold, where stories rot before they're told. The wind runs low through cedar shade, across the mark I never made. The earth was warm, the sky was gray, when I laid my name away. And every breath I couldn't say got buried in Tennessee clay. I came back home with empty hands, no dreams, no hope, no better plans. Just dust along my worn out boots and truths I couldn't quite dispute. The porch still creaked the same old tune, like it remembered every wound.
The fire's gone, the ash is cold, the sky's done what skies are told. But something lingers in my skin, like it never lets me in. The wind moves through the empty frame, but nothing here feels quite the same. I washed them clean in river light, I scrubbed them raw through half the night, but every drop just came back wrong, like smoke still knew where it belonged. No matter where I turn or hide, it follows me from the inside. Not flame, not heat, not burning bright, just memory refusing night. The world looks normal, calm and still, but my hands don't know how to heal. I close my fists, I feel it there, like something's crawling in the air. And every breath I try to take just tastes like what I breathe. My hands still smell like smoke from that night, long after fire left the light. No clean escape, no truth to choke, just ash that never spoke. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And everything I try to do still burns a shade of you. The wind won't wash it off my skin, it only spreads it thin again. Like every step I ever made just deepens what I can't evade. The mirror shows me standing there with nothing clean enough to spare. And in the glass I start to see what fire made of me. No wound to show, no scar to trace, just something time won't erase. The scent don't leave, it settles deep, like something buried in my sleep. And every gleam I try to keep still burns beneath my sleep. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No water clears, no truth to choke, just memory and smoke. Oh, I tried to pray,
say it fades with passing time, but time don't wash away a crime. It only teaches how to hide what still is burning inside. And even when the night is calm, I feel it crawl across my palm like something waiting to return for everything I learned. Not fire now, but afterglow, the part you never let go. It ain't the flame, it ain't the blaze, it's everything that never sways. Every choice we can't undo still clings to what we do. And smoke don't leave, it only drifts through all the places memory shifts, till everything you try to clean still knows what you have been. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and it's the only thing I see. No washing out, no final coat, just ashes mixed with hope. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it never went away. And every breath I try to keep still burns too deep. Now I don't touch, I don't pretend, I let the traces never end. No truth to fix, no past to break, just everything I can't shake. And if you ever feel that sign on fingertips that aren't quite fine, don't trust the air, don't trust the sky, or you'll know exactly why. The fire's gone, the night runs thin, but something never leaves the skin. And I remain where embers spoke, with hands that still smell like smoke.
There's a shape that stands behind me when the light is angled right. Not a blur, not just an outline, but something half alive tonight. And it moves when I don't move it, stays a step out of control, like it learned a way of walking that don't answer to my soul. I noticed it in passing windows where the glass don't show me clear. There's a second slight distortion, always standing somewhere near. It don't match my every motion, it don't follow like it should. Sometimes lingers just a moment, like it's thinking if it could. There's no sound when it is shifting, no reflection I can trust, just a feeling something lingers where my outline used just out of my command. Oh, I ran, I tried to hide, but it stayed locked to my side. And every step I thought was mine was something else redesigned in time. I walked beneath the streetlights low, watched it stretch and fall behind. But sometimes it'll rise ahead of me, like it's breaking through the line. No source I can't confront it with, no hand I can demand. Just the sense it's slightly older than the shape I understand. I called out once in empty silence, but the echo didn't break. It just came back slightly altered, like it learned a new mistake. No truth to pin, no past to fix, just something slipping through the mix. And every breath I try to claim feels like it's speaking a different name. My shadow ain't my own, I see it don't belong entirely. No matter how I try to fight, it moves just out of my light. Oh, I turned, I tried to stand, but it never lost its hand. And every step I thought was real was something I don't get to feel. I stood still in perfect stillness, let the darkness take its shape. Tried to find where I ended and where it chose to break, but there's no seam I can discover, no division I can name. Just a quiet overlapping where we're never quite the same. And in that moment, slow and certain, with no distance left to hide, I stopped calling it a stranger and felt it deep inside. It ain't a thing that leaves you first, it's what remains when you disperse. Every thought you leave unknown starts to move like it's your own. And shadows don't just copy light, they learn to bend it out of sight. So every step you think you take might not be fully yours to make. My shadow ain't my own, I know it was always part of the show. No matter how I tried to see, it was always merging me. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, watched it move when I was done. And every line I thought was clear was something else appearing here. Now I walk without correction, and I don't ask what is real. Every movement has a question, I no longer try to feel. And if you ever see your outline acting like it's not your own, don't assume it's something missing. It might be what you've become. Like it remembered what I learned. No witnesses, no final plea, just silence staring back at me. The wind moved slow through broken trees, like it was carrying memories. And every step I tried to keep lived to my alibi 6 feet deep. They asked me where I was that night, underneath that pale street light. I said I don't recall the time, but truth don't always speak in rhyme. The sheriff's eyes were sharp and still, like he already
turn to right. The town don't talk, it just pretends that every story makes amends. But dirt remembers what we hide, even when we lie inside. I felt it there beneath my feet, like something waiting incomplete. And every breath I tried to save just echoed from a shallow grave. My alibi was 6 feet deep that night, buried where no truth survives life. No alibi, no place to flee, just what's been done inside of me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the past won't stay denied. And every step I can't repeat still circles back beneath my feet.
The shovel leaned against the stone like it was never left alone, just waiting for another hand to understand what can't withstand. The preacher spoke, but not for me, just for the crowd and memory. But every word he tried to send couldn't bring it back again. The earth was soft, too soft to lie, too easy for the truth to die. And every clump of fallen clay just sealed the words I couldn't say. The night don't judge, it just observes. It keeps the shape of every curve, and every lie I try to weave still breathes beneath the leaves. My alibi was 6 feet deep that night, gone before the morning light. No defense, no last appeal, just what the earth refuses to heal. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stay, but nothing ever fades away. And every truth I can't delete still lies beneath my feet. I stood there longer than I should, where nothing evil feels like good, just weight of silence growing strong, like I've been carrying it too long. And in the stillness I could see not just the grave, but part of me, not dead, not gone, but underneath. The reason I can't find release, the dirt don't speak, it doesn't shout, it just knows what I'm about. And every breath I take alone feels like I'm standing on a stone. It ain't the grave, it ain't the ground, it's everything I never found. Every truth I tried to keep still breathing 6 feet deep. And alibis don't fade away, they just get buried where they stay, till every lie you try to defend becomes a place it never ends. My alibi was 6 feet deep for me, and it's the only truth I see. No turning back, no clean slate free, just what the earth remembers me. Oh, I tried to lie, I tried to run, but the burial had already begun. And every breath I can't unkeep still lies 6 feet deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No truth to fix, no past to weep, just silence 6 feet deep. And if you ever lose your way, where shadows grow and truths decay, don't trust the ground, don't trust what's deep. You'll find your alibi asleep. The wind still moves, the night runs thin, but something never lets me win. And I remain where echoes creep, with my alibi 6 feet deep. Bury me deep beneath the black oak tree, with the chains you forged to silence me. Throw the dirt and say your last goodbye, devil whisper soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way. I'll rise again come judgment day, 'cause no grave can hold me down. I climb back up from underground, through the dust and through the stone. I'll fight my way back home when the dead start making sound. No grave can hold me down. The ground was cold when I returned, like it remembered what I learned. No witnesses, no final key, just silence staring back at me. The wind moves slow through.
There's a cold wind from the gallows tonight, cuts through bone, no wrong, no right. The rope still sways when no one stands, like it remembers trembling hands. The sky hangs low, the air turns thin, like it don't wanna let me in. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already too deep. I walk that road past the county line, where justice bends and truth resigns. The scaffold stands on splintered ground, where silence is the only sound. They built it high for all to see, a warning carved in memory. But time don't fade what fear is made, it just lets shadows linger and stay. I hear the boards beneath my feet echo slow like a dying beat, and every step I take alone feels like I'm walking into stone. The wind don't howl, it speaks too low, of things I shouldn't come to know. And every whisper drifting through feels like it's calling out the truth. There's a cold wind from the gallows still, it bends the mind, it breaks the will. No mercy here, no soul to save, just names that fade without a grave. Oh, I tried to turn and walk away, but something made me choose to stay. And every breath I can't release feels like it's hanging over me. The rope's gone frayed but holds its shape, like it remembers every escape that never came, that never tried, just ended in a final sight. The crowd is gone, the noise is dead, but echoes live inside my head. 1,000 voices, faint and slow, from those who never got to go. The sheriff's badge is long since dust, but fear outlives what men call trust. And every law that once stood tall still casts a shadow over all. The air grows cold around my chest, like something's putting me to rest. And every thought I try to keep gets carried by the wind too deep. There's a cold wind from the gallows still, it bends the mind, it breaks the will. No mercy here, no soul to save, just names that fade without a grave. Oh, I tried to turn and walk away, but something made me choose to stay. And every breath I can't release feels like it's hanging over me. I see your shape against the sky, not quite a man, not quite alive. It doesn't move, it doesn't sway, but somehow it won't go away. No
face to blame, no eyes to meet, just something standing incomplete. And in that stillness I can feel a truth too heavy to conceal, that it ain't them who never left, it's me who's caught in every breath, between the ground and what it means to live with all I've ever seen. It ain't the road, it ain't the wood, it's everything misunderstood. Every judgment passed too fast, that lingers longer than it lasts. And gallows don't forget your name, they just let silence take the blame, till every wind that passes through carries something back to you. There's a cold wind from the gallows now, and I can't remember how I ever thought I could outrun what's already been done. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but the rope still follows me, and every breath I try to give feels like it won't let me live. Now I don't walk, I don't pretend, I stand here where the stories end. No past to fix, no truth to tell, just wine that knows me far too well. And if you ever feel that chill, when everything around is still, don't look too long, don't try to see what's swaying where it used to be. The wind still blows, the rope still bends, and silence never truly ends. And I remain where shadows grow, in the cold wind from the gallows. There's a street that looks like any, with the lights all burning low. Not a sound to raise suspicion, not a thing you wouldn't know. And the air don't feel much different, just a little hard to breathe, like the ground is holding secrets no one's willing to release. I came in just past midnight, no one asked me where I'd been, just a glance that held too steady, like they'd seen it all before then. Every door was slightly open, but no voices carried through, just a silence that felt shared, like it belonged to more than you. There's no mark upon the surface, no sign posted on the wall, but the way they move around you says they've buried something all. No names called, no lines to cross, just something everyone has lost. And every step I take inside feels like nowhere left to hide. It's a town full of sinners tonight, no wrong declared, no proven right, just something hanging in the air, like everyone's already there. Oh, I try to tell myself I'm clean, that I'm not part of what I've seen, but kind of normal. Meals half eaten, lights still on. But there's something in the stillness, like the meaning's almost gone. No one speaks of what they carry, no one dares to name the weight, but it lingers in the quiet, like it's learned to tolerate. I sat down in a corner, tried to listen, tried to hear, but the silence had a language that was clearer than the fear. No truth to tell, no lie to break, just something everyone will take. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's running just as deep. It's a town full of sinners tonight, no end in dark, no end in light. You can walk the streets and never see what's underneath the symmetry. Oh, I turned, I tried to deny that I could ever be like they, but every step I tried to claim just echoed back the same rail. I looked into a passing window, caught a figure standing still. For a second I didn't know it, then I felt it in my will. No mark to set me different, no sign I could defend, just the weight of recognition, like I'd always been one of them. And in that quiet, cold reflection, with no distance left to draw, I stopped trying to separate it and felt it as my own. It ain't a place that makes you fall, it's what you share beneath it all. Every truth you choose to bend finds a way to fit right in, and sinners don't stand out in lines, they blend into the same designs. So every step you think is free might match the town you came to see. It's a town and now I understand, it was never just the land. No matter how I tried to leave, it's something I can't unsee. Oh, I stayed, I didn't run, saw myself in everyone, and every line I tried to draw was already what I saw. Now the street looks just like always, nothing changed, nothing new, but the silence feels connected in a way I can't undo. And if you ever find a place where nothing feels out of place, don't assume that means it's clean, it might just mean it's all the same. Yeah.
Devil's breath. There's a dress that never changes, even when the years move on. Just a fabric holding memory of what should have been gone. And the air don't treat it lightly, like it knows what it has seen. It just folds around the silence like it's part of what it means. She stands where light feels distant, not refusing, not retreat. Just a presence in the doorway where the past and present meet. There's no speech to mock the meaning, no announcement in the air. Just the weight of something certain that refuses to repair. Every step she takes is slower, like it knows what comes ahead. Like the ground remembers gently what was never fully dead. No name to call, no line to cross, just something time refuses lost. And every breath she tries to
just linger where they stand. There's no comfort in destruction, no relief in what remains. Just the repetition of a feeling that refuses to change names. She holds nothing in her hands now, but it feels like something's there. Like absence has its own dimension that still follows through the air. No truth to fix, no past to mend, just something that won't ever end. And every step she tries to take feels like it's already fate. The widow wore black again, I see. It was never just history. No matter how she tried to hide, it stayed alive inside her eyes. Oh, she turned, she didn't run. Let the memory come undone. And every loss she sought was past, still found a way to hold her fast. Now she moves without resistance, letting sorrow set its pace. There's no argument remaining, no escaping what she faces. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just time refusing break. Like it learned to keep returning to the shape it couldn't shake. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, she stops calling it an ending and lets it occupy. It ain't the grief that makes it stay, it's every time it comes again. Every memory left unsealed finds a way to reappear and kneel. And widows don't just wear the black, they wear the moments coming back. So every loss she thought was done still rises with the morning sun. The widow wore black again, I know. It never really learned to go. No matter how she tried to be, it stayed inside her history. Oh, she stood still, she didn't fight, let it fold into the night. And every breath she thought was new was just the old coming through. Now the silence feels familiar, like it's been there all along. Not an ending, not a moment, just a shape that's just as strong. And if you ever see her standing where the light begins to fade, don't assume it's something passing. It might be what never stops. The dark was heavy, close and slow, like it forgot how to let go. No sound to break it, no delay, just breathe held tight in what I'd say. And in my hands so small and thin, a spark that barely fit within. I struck the match against the night and watched it learn to eat the light. Not flame at first, but something near, like hesitation born from fear. It trembled once, then found its voice, like it had never had a choice. And in that glow so soft and weak, it seemed to almost speak. The air leaned in, the shadows bent, like something old and heaven sent, but wrong in ways I couldn't name. As if the fire knew my shame. The flame grew tall and bowed its head, like something holy left unsaid. And every second passing by felt like a whispered cry. I lit the match and watched it pray that night, and tremble in broken light. No rage, no roar, just something small, like it believed in all. Oh, I tried to blink, I tried to flee, but it was looking back at me. And every breath I try to take feels like the world might break. It danced without a guiding hand, like it was trying to understand why darkness doesn't let things stay the way they start that way. The walls went soft, the room went thin, like something else had moved within. And every flicker on the floor seemed to open up a door, not outward, not to anywhere, but inward, like it lived in air. And everything I tried to hide was standing by its side. The flame don't burn the same for all. Sometimes it rises just to fall, and every thought I tried to keep just drifted into sleep. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No final word, no place to stay, just light that fades away. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside, and every step I try to make still shakes in what it takes. Then it bent low, then went still, like it had finished what it will. And in the ashes, soft and gray, I heard what it might say. Not language, not a sound at all, just something waiting for the fall of everything I thought was mine into a softer line. And when the flame had finally gone, I wasn't sure what lingered on. Flickers in my mind. Now I don't strike, I don't return. I let the darkness gently burn. No light to keep, no truth to weigh, just something gone away. And if you ever feel that glow, where shadows start to slow, don't trust its warmth, don't trust its grace, or you'll see your own face. The night goes on, the wind runs thin, but something always starts within. And I remain where embers stray, where I lit the match and watched it pray.